So I'll just do what he normally tells me to do, right? And that's another really good start for us. I thought we got out of the gates really quick, got points up on the board fast, and then we kind of hit a stretch there in the first half that I think we became a little bit greedy, a little bit selfish, and got away from the things that, the reasons why we've had success, and that is because we share the ball well. And so we had a conversation about that at halftime. I thought there was a stretch there. I thought Lex gave us tremendous minutes there in the second half defensively. I thought Amanda Cahill was terrific. She just got to a lot of loose balls. I thought Jen hung in there in the low post and did some nice things. And then we just stayed pretty solid and sound just to end the second half. So give our kids credit. Like I said, we got out of the gates quickly and then kind of hit a lull there where we weren't doing a whole lot well. And managed to turn around, I thought, in the second half and did some other things better. But still have a ways to go defensively.
I guess in the second half, Laren talked about it, kind of, you said we have to kind of get in the paint more and we have to score in there. I mean, did you see that in the second half?
Probably not as much as I'd like. I think Jen Anderson is a difficult matchup for people. She has great size. She has soft hands. She has the ability to score at the basket, and so does Amanda Cahill, and so does Lindsay Lycum. You know, there's a reason why we have guards post breakdown, and we talk about shots and play with our back to the basket. We work on that every day. We just have to convince our guards that it's important that our post players get touches throughout the course of the game. Whether or not they shoot it, they don't always have to, but they certainly can draw some attention, and that always opens up things on the outside for our guards. And so we're having some. I think we understand the concept. I think we're still working on that in practice. It's something we talk about every day, and I think throughout the season you'll see us get better. At least that's my hope.
First of all, congratulations on win number 201.
Thank you.
Obviously, when you get up in these situations where you're ahead, 20, 25 points, sometimes your players can relax a little bit. How important is execution in those moments?
Oh, you saw that's what happened to us. We got up, we got a nice lead. Tyra got up to a quick start. I thought defensively, got some runouts and some layups just off steals alone, and she attacked the basket. But then, like I said, I thought we went through a period of time where we were trying to create shots on our own. And we were coming up empty. And so it's really important to be able to execute when you have a lead, or certainly when you're behind. But we'll go back, and there's always something to be learned from every game, and we'll watch film and we'll talk about that situations, or those situations that the game's never out of touch. You're up 20, but that 20-point lead can be gone pretty quick if you don't execute and do what you need to do on the defensive end. So I can promise you that those were conversations that we're having in the huddles, and we certainly had at halftime.
Pretty similar to last game in the sense that you only shot 2 free throws in the first half. Last game, same time here. I think you made them all, but only shot 3. And then again in the second half, you shot a lot more free throws, got into the bonus early. Is that a point of emphasis, and is it hard when sometimes the girls are just knocking down threes left and right? It's hard to tell them to go to the rim.
Well, we weren't knocking down threes left and right today. That was one of the issues. And when that's not happening, then you have to get yourself to the free throw line, or you have to get post touches. And so those two things were, we talked about. And again, it's frustrating because both on Saturday and tonight, that's part of our offensive game plan. Get to the free throw line, attack. Our offense sets up our guards wonderfully. I mean, just go up ball screens, attack, kick out. If you have openings, get yourself, again, attack the rim, get yourself to the free throw line, score. And so we couldn't run anything that suits our guards better than what we're running. It's just the fact that, sometimes we settle. We settle for threes early in the shot clock. And, I want to make something really clear. We have tremendous shooters. As Laren, gave me a hard time, I'm on the three-point bus, but I want to make sure that that three-point bus consists of when it's within our offense, or if it's, one of the things in our game that's a backbreaker is often an offensive board, a kick out to a three. That's a backbreaker. When we've moved the ball, we've made the extra pass to share the ball and get each other open for an open three. We can get threes anytime we want. It's early in the shot clock that's frustrating sometimes, because I feel like the three that we took with 24 seconds on the shot, we could get with 16 or 15 on the clock. And that's something that we continue to emphasize to our kids. Put pressure on the defense. Don't make it easy for them. We will continue, to emphasize that. And as I mentioned, you're going to continue to see this basketball team get better in a lot of areas.
Okay, we knew Tyra was a scorer coming out of high school. Did you know she was this kind of player that could steal the ball as much as the other two?
Tyra is just an overall really good basketball player, period, whether she's on offense or she's on defense. You don't score the amount of points. You guys were not privy to being able to watch her in high school. She was a good defender in high school. She is an all-around, very, very good basketball player. And we have benefited from her being on the ball. She's continued to work at getting better off the ball. And she knows that that's an area of a weakness right now. But we've talked about that. We've showed her on film, and she's really tried to walk into that where she needs to be when she's not guarding the ball. She's a tremendous basketball player, just not a great scorer. She's a competitor. And she's going to play the minutes when she's in. She's going to play both sides of the ball, and that's one of the great things about having a kid like her on your basketball team, because you kind of know what you're going to get.
Only being your second game, how are you adjusting Indiana?
I love it. It's been incredibly a quick transition. But the people here have just been tremendous, from Fred Glass to our support system, from our academics to our compliance. Everybody here is just really, really kind and genuine, and they want our program to be successful. And when you know that and it's genuine, you feel that from whether you're getting texts, or messages, just reaching out to you. Wishing you luck or congratulating you on a win. That means a lot. And I know our staff, we still have aha moments, where we walk through Cook or we're in Assembly Hall and we're like, gosh, we're in Indiana. Understand that it's an incredible, special place to be. And we don't take that for granted every day when we come in. To Cook Hall. I got a great staff. I got a great support staff, from Julie to Liz to Bree to Amanda, and then my guys. I have a great staff, so we're really blessed.
Can you talk about how good of a job the girls have made with really the quick transition? Kurt Miller sort of left pretty suddenly and coming off, one of probably the best season in program history. How good of a job the girls have made from that transition to, like, oh my God, he's gone, to, the season starts pretty soon.
Well, I've said and I'll continue to say I've really been proud of the way they've handled themselves with maturity and poise. When we got here in August, this is a group that had come together and banded together before I even arrived in Bloomington. They're a special group. They got, I think, tremendous chemistry with each other. I think that, as I said last week, we're learning to fall in love with each other's success. And I think tonight that kind of rang true for us. We stumbled there, and we needed some other pieces to come in and like Lex, like Carly, and do some really good things, some really positive things. Yeah, I think the transition for them, I can't speak for them, but certainly for us, I think the most important thing we did was early we built relationships with them. And they just got a sense for who we were as people, what we valued, what was important to us. And, from there, we just sort of put our arms around them and coached them up, and really haven't gone away offensively from some of the things that they were used to and had a lot of confidence in, or have a lot of confidence in. It's just, we just emphasize defense a little bit more, and they've bought into that. I need them to get on the defensive bus. All right, you tell Aaron I said that.
All right, thanks, guys.